In this video, I'm going to show you what machines I use for my handmade clothing business. I'm going to start with the overlocker machine. So my overlocker I have is a Fairford Maya 1000. My favourite thing about this overlocker machine is the front fully opens up, making it easy to thread and easy to clean. I'm all about simple and functional. Overlocker machines use 4 threads to make a really strong, durable seam. So here it is on a pair of leggings I've made. This is with stretch fabric, and the overlocker thread helps it stretch without snapping. This is a stronger seam than a zigzag stitch or a stretch stitch. If you're looking to start a handmade clothing business, I recommend using an overlocker. The next machine I'm going to show you is my cover stitch machine. My cover stitch is Janome Cover Pro 2000. I might have said that wrong. Now this isn't a must-have machine. It's my favourite machine, but definitely not a must-have. This cover stitch machine has the option to use 3 needles. I only use 2 needles, but you can use 3. The front panel folds down. This makes it easy to clean, but there's also a really handy how to thread diagram that's very easy to follow. Cover stitch machines I use for top stitching and for doing hems, so I'm going to show you the hem on this t-shirt I've made. On the right side of the fabric you get 2 straight lines of stitching, but on the reverse you get a more complex stitch. This is a stretchy stitch, it won't snap, really good quality, really durable. You can achieve this with a twin needle or a zigzag stitch too, but I prefer the finish with a cover stitch machine. I also use it to top stitch neckbands. This flattens the seam and gives a more professional finish. Flattening the seams is really helpful if you're making for someone who's got sensory issues because it removes the bulk. The final machine I'm going to show you is my sewing machine. I have a Singer sewing machine. I use this machine for gathering and I use it for elastic. Gathering is a really simple technique, but it can be quite time consuming. I use this on sleeves or dresses. What it does, it pulls the fabric in to make like a frill sleeve or a flutter. It's a really nice effect. And on skirts, it gives them more volume by creating a gathered waist. Gathering is a really simple way to make clothes look a bit more fancy. Now, you don't need to have a cover stitch or an overlocker if you're just sewing for yourself. You can just use a sewing machine to make all sorts of clothing and items. They're a great starting point when learning to sew, and definitely don't need to be anything fancy.